Alrighty then. Good morning. It is like 10 past 10 here. It's Artificially Larry. We're gonna get going with some character stuff. I left off in Skyhold. All the typical disclaimers about, I did not do anything between streams, etc., etc. But Ba-do-ba-do. I believe in you, computer. Please load. Computer, I say, to my PS4. Which it is, but, There we go, now we're loaded. Okay. So, first things first, I'm gonna check my journal and see what I got here. Inner Circle! See? Look at all this nonsense. All this nonsense. Okay, so. Exalted Plains. More Red Lyrium. I'm surprised I still have that one there. Oh, that was the other character quest, though, because Bianca showed up with Varric. So we're going to talk to Bianca also. The Vershel March is the one that I was thinking of. Only Fated for Her and Favors the First Enchanter are both Exalted Plains. What Lies Dormant is Hinterlands. One Less Venatori, I believe, is also the Exalted Plains with Dorian. I think I should have this one on the war table. Unfinished Business, Emprise de Lyon, and Emerald Graves, and Exalted Plains. A lot of this stuff is going to be Exalted Plains. Emprise de Lyon, I suppose I should talk to Blackwall, huh? Because I've collected all this stuff and not talked to him about it. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is do the war table because I don't want to lose the opportunity to do stupid little pissy things while I'm talking to Blackwall, because that's going to be my next step here. And then I have a mission each for my 3 rogues, as a matter of fact. So that's going to be potentially interesting. Trying to figure out how to do this efficiently. Alright. Obtain amulet for Cole. Obtained. Ambassador Montillier, it is rare to hear of those in Orlais treating spirits as anything other than beasts to kill, and rarer still for anyone to care enough for one to help them. I have given the amulet to your people freely, in hopes that the Inquisition will continue this open-minded approach. We wish you luck in healing the sky, whose rifts have damaged the Fade even here in Rivain. Yours in peace, Lady Anna Maria of, I'm going to assume that's supposed to be Dartmouth because it looks vaguely Welsh, and that is not quite how Dartmouth would be spelled in Welsh, but it's close, and I don't Welsh, so I don't know. Because Dersmoid just doesn't sound right. It might be, I don't know. Destroy Adamant Fortress. The charges were able to tear down what was left of Adamant Fortress. The demons could have been a problem, but the support forces Commander Cullen dispatched kept them off our back quite nicely. With the extra time the Inquisition forces gave us, we were able to salvage a few interesting items from the wreckage of Adamant, including an old map of the surrounding area with grey wooden supply caches marked. Hopefully it comes in handy. Lieutenant Cremisius Aclassi. I love Crem.
Any news on why Corypheus is sending people to explore elven ruins of all things?
Ah.
No, I suspect...
I had forgotten that I did this one. Okay, so an offer of help on their terms. This was the one where Cullen was like, nah, we're gonna send all these fucking soldiers to this place, and they could have gotten crushed by rocks. So I was like, Cullen, no. And then I forget what Josephine's suggestion was. Nobles. Nobles. And then the fucking No, don't ever send nobles. They will stray from the path. So I sent Leliana, who was like, okay, we will send a small scouting team that knows what they're doing, which was the correct answer. I know this because I made those mistakes before. Our soldiers report that they passed through the tunnel without incident and surprised a sizable Venatori encampment. After the battle, they had to find a different route back because the tunnel had been collapsed. They found this letter. Leliana. A letter on dark vellum with obviously dwarven markings. You follow instructions well. Respect of our territory is a first step, and better than we expect from a child of the sods in the capital. We aren't kin, but there may be trade. We shall see. Kalnath par Kalak, Kalnath gat Parthas. Binthus Wilhelm Kalsharok. Inquisition experts have attempted a loose translation. Uh, the last the last line below. Okay. It isn't typical dwarven. Family through war, family into peace. Interesting. Okay. There's a whole bunch of shit here. College of Magi. Alliances! I hate those. Not alliances. Those particular war table missions, I mean. That was poorly phrased. Okay. Arl of Redcliffe. Confront mages in the Winding Wood. Investigate Lord Enzo of Antiva. I don't care about gathering herbs. The Dasher. What the fuck is this? I've literally never seen this before. Oh, yes I have. That's a lie. Okay. This is specifically a dwarf mission. That's why I didn't recognize it, because I've only played one dwarf before. Okay. Kadash. Just a warning. The Dasher's up to something. Lots of dusters are arming, and all I get are sideways looks when I ask questions. Varla. You remember her? Cutpurse. Castless brand. Told me she heard them say they're taking out a deep lord from Orzammar on his way back from meeting the Inquisition. Don't know if it's true, but you might want to find out. Lantos. Our agents can scout the road to Orzammar and wipe out this ambush before it happens. Or, we should... Words are hard. We should add our own soldiers to the Orzammar ambassador's escort. I'm not going to worry about that right now, because it's going to take 3.5 hours. So I'm going to try really hard to remember that's there. Arl of Redcliffe. Specifically has to be Cullen. Over an hour. Blah. Confront mages in the Winding Wood. I think this one's shorter. It is not. Holy cow. Okay, so both of these two have to be Cullen. Good to know. Investigate Lord Enzo of Antiva. This one, 39 minutes. That's... okay. A report from Antiva delivered to Leliana. The Venatori are smuggling red lyrium into Antiva, but thus far they have evaded our grasp. We believe Lord Enzo of Rialto is assisting them. Enzo is clever, well-liked, and has relations among Antivan royalty. If we approach him without proof, he will bury his tracks and turn his allies against us. We must handle this carefully. Mason. I have a cousin in Rialto. If she threw a soiree and invited Lord Enzo, his house would be clear for Leliana's agents. That is surprisingly sneaky for Josephine. Except, given her backstory, it makes sense. Leliana. Lord Enzo attends the theatre on the same night each week. His home is empty, save a few servants during that time. My agents could pay a visit. I think you get the same result from both of them, so we're going to go with Leliana because it's faster. I'm just going to select these so I stop having to do it every single fucking time. Because it's driving me crazy to have all of these unmarked, or rather marked missions that I haven't done. So I'm just going to do it that way. I don't care about gathering coin at the moment. No, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Don't care. And I've done that one, it just wasn't in that particular location. So, what's this? Rescue the port on the Storm Coast. This one shouldn't be forever, because I think this has to do with, Darwin's mouth there, that one port on the Storm Coast that was before the Dragon Island. Um, Your worship, the Red Templar's holdings on the Storm Coast were once a working port. If you would turn it to your own use, we may be able to assist. Ivor of the Blades. A note penned below in a different hand. We can hardly expect a bustling trade center, but since we've established a presence in both Ferelden and Orlais, direct access to the Waking Sea could prove useful. Of course, the Blades of Hessarian will refuse to help unless word comes from the Herald of Andraste. Josephine. Fair enough. Yeah, that's 12 minutes. 9 to 12 minutes. I can arrange for additional assistance from nearby cities, or, Cullen, we can send some of our workers to assist the Blades of Hessarian. I'm good with 10 minutes.
Let us begin.
Okay. Those two are long, so I'm not going to worry about it yet. Harden Hightown, Trouble, and Skyhold. I think that's the one where I have to send Liliana, but I'm not sure. No, that might be the one with Cullen, actually. Let's look. Trouble in Skyhold. Yes. Okay. Copies of Harden Hightown and Harden Hightown 3, The Repungeoning, sit side by side on the table along with a note. Scrivener. Okay. Nightingale. Found several similarities to events in Varric's book, but all are slightly off. Dead magistrate was not in his home. Man found murdered in locked room was a comte, not magistrate. Executors did not send warning note directly to Donnan. Obviously, object of plot is Sword of Hessarian, not a penny dreadful offer. Interesting. Close look at the rip-off book shows numerous grammatical and spelling errors that seemed random at first, but ciphers believe might contain coded information. Killer and author are clearly linked. Either the murder investigation or the code might lead us to a target. Scrivener. I'm not sending anyone on a 2.5-hour mission right now. And also, this is going to be a pain in the ass because now Cullen has 3 2.5-hour missions. Because the cipher gets you some sassy message, but I want to send Cullen because one, it's an entire hour less, but also you get a note about Aveline if you send Cullen. So I'm more of a fan of that one. So where in Orlais can I send Cullen? Not there. I'm gonna not do this. I just want it not to be marked as new on my map. Okay. Claim Grey Warden cache. We can probably safely send Cullen for this. Inquisitor. Per information gleaned from the wreckage of Adamant Fortress, the Inquisition has learned of a cache of Grey Warden supplies hidden not far away. They place such supplies to aid those fighting large numbers of Darkspawn without reinforcement. The Inquisition could make good use of them. Commander Cullen. A small team could be in and out of the area with no one the wiser. Why is this 6 hours? Or the area is dangerous, we'll need a heavily armed force to reach the supply cache. I'm not doing this one right now. Why is it 5 to 7 hours? That's so dumb. It's a fucking box. Okay. College of Magi, Hunterfell. Alliance is getting things moving. Protect Velgamort from Darkspawn. That one is complicated, and so is the Hunterfell one, so I'm going to leave those for now. So we're going to check out the College of Magi. A situation is unfolding in the Devaran city of Cumberland, location of the College of Magi. This is also a ridiculously long one, which until the outbreak of the Mage Rebellion was the philosophical heart of the circles of Magi. Now mostly abandoned, it has become the home to a number of mage refugees. This has drawn the ire of local citizens, and mobs are threatening to assault the college and burn it to the ground, with Duke Sandral Anaxis doing nothing to stop them. Inquisition agents suspect that Venatori agents are behind the mobs, looking to recover artifacts from the college once its magical defenses are breached. Josephine. Use diplomacy with Duke Sandral. He must be convinced to intercede. We should send in agents to evacuate the college. They can be brought to Skyhold along with their artifacts. I think I remember liking Leliana's answer there. Send in a force to occupy the college. We can protect the innocents and recover anything useful. His answer is not dissimilar from Leliana's. Leliana's is just sneak them out. I'm still not gonna do this one right now because this one is fucking 5 to 7 hours, like the last one that I looked at. So that's irritating. Um, you know. However, upon Googling, all three of them have the same result, approximately. Different text, but the same approximate result. So that's not too bad, actually. Da 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 da. Oh wow, Cullen, you racist. Okay, I'm gonna probably send Cullen, but I'm gonna send Cullen not now because 5 fucking hours. Um, I'm gonna at least look at this alliances one. Many of the this is probably it's not Josephine, it's whoever the fuck I want. Haha! Many of the nobility of the Orlesian capital have settled their secondary differences and are rallying behind two families. The de Rosiers are old money, with well respected but viewed as traditional and stubborn. The Tybalts rose with a popular merchant consortium and are considered new money and progressive, while the intent of both families was to rival us politically. If we declare for one of them, we may manipulate events in our favor. Lord Pierre de Rosier has not asked for our allegiance, but may respect our rising might. Lady Valise Tybalt speaks for her investors and is interested in forward-thinking alliances. I can throw a number of agreements that tie us to little beyond ceremony. That will gain the initial interest of the Tybalts. Versus, we certainly have the forces. That is a simple demonstration to make to the de Rosiers. This is the shortest possible fucking mission that I can send Cullen on right now and not utterly fuck the entire war table. That is so irritating. Anything that I can do with Cullen is just so long. Blah. Oof. Okay. Um, I think this is I think this is one of the times where you end up with two potential answers, and I'm hesitant to send Cullen when I could have Josephine deal with the nobles. So I'm gonna have Josephine deal with the nobles once she's done with whatever the hell she's doing right now that I've already forgotten. Um, I think hers was the short one. So we will send Cullen on one of the 2.5 hour missions, I guess, because that's the shortest thing I can do right now. Eh. These are all done. The Dasher. Who did I decide I was sending on that one? I don't know. I'll look into that one later. Arl of Redcliffe versus Mages in the Wending Wood. I didn't actually read these. Did I? Yes, I did. This one, they have to be Cullen, that's why. Okay. I didn't even read it because it has to be Cullen. And then Arl of Redcliffe. Slightly shorter. Oh, hour and 12. Yeah, I guess I'll send him on this one. This is supposed to... Yep, this is Tegan. Madam Ambassador, please allow me to convey my deepest sympathies over the losses at Haven. It was surely Andraste's will that guided anyone out of that calamity alive. In light of this tragedy, I would pledge material support to the Inquisition, but unfortunately my own lands have suffered heavy damages, thanks to warfare between the Mages and Templars. I can, however, tell you that there was a very profitable mine on the western border of the Redcliffe Arling, which the Templars cut off. I do not know the present condition of the mine, but if you wish to reclaim it, I will be glad to let you take from it whatever you can between now and Wintersend. Oh, something just occurred to me. Is that supposed to be Winter Send or Winter's End? I don't even know. Either is possible. It's Dragon Age. Sincerely, Al Tegan Gerin. I know the mine he's talking about. We should deploy troops at once. Thanks, Kellen.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna fuck off and actually do character things now. That took so much longer than I thought it would. I got so much shit to do, guys. All on the war table. Pardon. Okay, so we're gonna go talk to Blackwell. Because I keep going, no, I don't wanna. Because I don't want to talk to Blackwall. Acquired aiming module 3. I don't know if that's actually better than what Varric has, but that's fine. Oh god, am I gonna... Okay. I just got really alarmed for a second because I saw Lord Chancey de Leon over there, and I was like, is that my scout? Is he not here already? I think he's already not here, though. Hang on. Way of the Champion. I don't need this. Is he... Is he upstairs? Is he not present? Blackwall, where have you gone? Am I blind here? Like... Is he up here? Oh, hello. There's stuff up here. The Stable Boy's letters. Oh my goodness. Oh no, I don't want to read this. Except I also do, because it's adorable. Mother, we're up in the mountains now. Frostbox, like you told stories about. It's safe because the Herald is leading, and she's everything they say she is. Praise Andraste. Praise Adraste. I can make a difference. Tell Father I'm sorry about the fields. Hope Uncle Silas, I guess, helped. I wanted to be there, but this matters. It really matters. Love and respect. Your son, Desmond. I saw a couple of spellings and went, that looks vaguely like Irish pronunciation, even though I hate it when people go, yes, I'm going to write this the way it should be pronounced in this particular character's accent. I hate that. Where is Blackwall? My dude, where have you gone? Oh, there he is. That's why. Oh god, this... Oh, I have to actually have a conversation with Blackwall. Okay, I know what's coming. It's fine.
Someone I knew once described adamant to me.
Okay.
Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver. That's what Warden Commander Clarel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be.
They fucked up.
I'm told her wardens never wavered. They went to their deaths willingly.
Yeah.
They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
Okay. We stopped it. Clarel's pride is to blame. That's why we fight him. I mean, all of those sound reasonable to me. Because, I mean, we didn't really stop the sacrifice is the thing. We did stop Corypheus for the time being, but we didn't stop anything, you know, nasty from happening. We just stopped nasty from getting worse. Clarel's pride is probably to blame. That's why we fight him. That's not why we fight him. It's not a moral thing. It's because he's trying to end the fucking world.
Clarel thought she was the only one who could save the world. She was arrogant.
But her intentions were pure. Her
desire
to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
She was blind. That's the problem. Nothing's perfect. I don't see how, like, that sounds like a non sequitur after what he just said.
At the end of the day, I guess all we can do is try and hope for the best.
Fact.
You're right. What matters is that we never give up. Clarel made mistakes, but she was a great woman, and she died a great woman.
That is
It's
true.
not the armor or the
She's a
trappings of
fucking
the Order.
badass.
It's not the joining. At the heart of it, all a warden is a promise. To protect others, even at the cost of your own life.
Okay, except I've been thinking a lot about Dragon Age 2 recently, and now I'm like, a warden is a promise to protect others even at the cost of your own life, and that's what we sent Carver/Bethany off to. Oh god. Because, like, I played through without realizing that if you have Anders in your party during the Deep Roads stuff, that they straight up die. So, my first playthrough, Bethany fucking died in the Deep Roads, and I was really upset about it. I was super upset about it. And then my second playthrough, I had... Who did I have in my party? I didn't bring Bethany to the Deep Road, so she ended up in the Circle, which I feel like is probably not better. And then it took until the second time I was playing with Carver, because I was like, I can't kill Carver, I'm not gonna bring him to the Deep Roads, and also I can bring Fenris. Fuck it. So I brought Fenris to the Deep Roads that time and left Carver, so Carver became a Templar, and I'm like, no, excuse me, what? But that is also part of the reason I'm thinking about that particular thing, because I have a story that I need to write about Templar Carver.
This is
Um,
just... It's something to keep their hands busy.
but
You're
also,
quite the outlaw, I hear. The Carter. You
um,
must have some past.
you must have some past. That's the least descriptive sentence. But yeah, the second time I played with Carver
Who
was
told you that?
when I
No one had
found
to
out
tell me.
that
It's amazing the things you learn waiting for someone
you
to
can,
crack a keg. Or
you
while
know,
sparring, or just walking past the barracks. The men
Anders
do
to the Deep
enjoy
Roads
their
and
idle
actually
talk.
save his life, slash also Bethany's life if you bring her. Um, but I didn't find out with Bethany that, like, before that, because I was like, two mages in the Deep Roads, let's not. So I went, alright, I guess I'll bring Carver. I don't want him to die, but I super don't want him as a Templar either. This is a bad decision. I don't want to do this. Whatever, fuck it. So I brought him to the Deep Roads, but I had Anders in my party that time. And I was like, oh, Grey Warden Carver, I like this. But now I'm like, Blackwall's lines, while I don't like Blackwall, they gave him a lot of really poignant lines. So that's a thing. Okay. Yes, I have a past. Everyone has a fucking past. Fight me, Blackwall. Didn't have a choice. The way I see it, she left Orzammar because I'm not, like, you're not able to choose this, but the way I wrote her backstory, like, outside of the game, she was an Orzammar dwarf who left Orzammar because she didn't like the way something was going. And I haven't quite decided exactly what that was because it's not relevant to the game. It is relevant to her backstory outside of the game. She was a supervisor in the mining cast, and she was supervising the mines, and something went sideways, and she went, all right, well, I'm going to take this lyrium and go. So she kind of sort of did have a choice, but also it wasn't my fault is absolutely not how she would respond to something like that. She'd be like, yeah, and?
So I have a past. I don't see how it's your business.
You're right. I was prying. I
Fact.
don't care who you were. I know who you are now. And that's the person I signed on for.
Oh, wow.
You are
That
who
was
you choose to follow.
that was actually a
Someone
good
told me that once.
line.
Took me years to understand what he meant.
Huh. Why follow at all? You are who you choose to follow. Yeah, no. From Tali, she's gonna look at that and go, yeah, you are who you choose to follow, so I stopped following. Come on.
And some of us choose not to follow at all.
That is
Can't all
exactly
be
where I
born
wanted that to
leaders.
go.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney.
Excuse me.
He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I ever thanked him.
Why the fuck didn't you thank him?
What is this grand tourney?
You've never heard of it? The Grand Tourney of the Free Marches. It's a spectacle. Song, dance, wine, every amusement you can imagine. But the greatest part is the contest of arms. Prove yourself in the Grand Tourney, and you can make your fortune.
How did he help you?
There were 100 men on the field, each one fighting for himself.
Yeah.
The knight and I had forged an alliance. It was just the two of us, and we took all comers. The goal, down as many opponents as possible. He always let me deliver the final blow.
Why? You couldn't win on your own?
He must have wanted something from you to help like that.
A pupil, a squire. Someone to teach and to mold. He saw my potential. When it was over,
I bet
he
you
offered
didn't.
to mentor me. To teach me to become a chevalier like him. And
I do like
being a
that they put this
stupid,
in
turned him
here,
down flat.
because
When the melee
that
at the
at
grand
least
tourney, I
explains
didn't need him.
somewhat why the hell
I
he,
should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
why he's a champion specialization, because that did not make any fucking sense to me. Things could have been different. Not necessarily better.
Different doesn't always mean better.
In this case, I think it would have been better. But I'm older, hopefully wiser. And I think I've chosen the right person to walk with.
Yay! Okay, that was actually a good conversation. I'm pleased with that. That worked out.
Heard you found something that had to do with wardens.
Because this was all I was expecting to have to do over here. That's it.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Alright, I'm out. We're down to Emprise de Lyon for him. Let's talk to Cullen and see if he's... I think I tried to do this last time, but I'm gonna check. Because I always want to talk to Cullen. I'm gonna see if he has anything new to say. Or, you know, get upset about. I think it has to be after the Emerald Grit. Nope! Nope, it doesn't! That's a scout! Let's go! Let's do this!
Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentagast.
Oh no! Let's go talk to Cassandra! Blah!
The soldiers make me nervous. Sitting around here, tempers get short, and fighting. I saw one soldier reach for his belt like he was going to draw a dagger on the man he was arguing with.
I don't want to walk too
Lucky
far
he
away
lost
from this.
his dagger, or there'd have been more than a bloody nose.
Okay. Because that was a Cole thing.
It's just what I heard.
Alright, so we're gonna talk to Cassandra. Because Cassandra's talking to Cullen.
I can keep staring at this, but I won't get any closer.
That... Okay. Closer to what?
What are you looking for?
I suppose I'll never find them on my own.
This is
You
not why I
recall
was
the demon
trying to
at Therenfall,
find
the one
Cassandra, but that's fine.
impersonating Lord Seeker Lucius. We never found the real Lord Seeker.
True.
Or his body. Indeed, I've seen no hint of any Seekers amongst the Red Templars, or anywhere. I have a growing suspicion Corypheus has imprisoned them.
Oh no! What do you mean? Why would he imprison them and not kill them?
Why imprisoned? He could just as easily have killed them.
Not easily. But yes, they may be dead. Yet
I
the
love
demon of
that that's her
envy does not
answer.
kill
Like,
whomever it replaces. It hides them
easily
away and
not
learns
so
about
much,
them.
but you're right.
There must
You're right.
be a trail we can follow. Yet so far I have only discovered hints.
What if they're infected, Cassandra?
But they could have ended up just like the Red Templars.
Seekers do not use lyrium.
Wait,
I assume
really?
Corypheus gained control of the Templars by corrupting the lyrium they were already taking. To do the same
From
to a
everything
Seeker,
we've found,
you'd
effectively
have to
true.
force the lyrium upon him. That may be what happened, but it couldn't have begun that way. We're missing a piece of the puzzle, Inquisitor. I need to find it.
This is clearly important to you. I don't want to insult her friends/order to her face, so I'm not gonna do that one. What's the point is super shitty.
Finding them obviously means a lot to you.
I left the Order, but I can never abandon them. I cannot even claim that rescuing them would be beneficial. They wouldn't look kindly on the Inquisition. But even so, if there's a chance,
I got you.
if we can spare resources to follow up on these leads, Inquisitor, I would appreciate it.
Got your back, Cassandra. I got you. Okay. Well, that... That was... alright. Oh, actually. Oh, it didn't do it! Okay, sometimes, there we go. That's where I gotta go. I gotta go down to... into the armory for this. Sometimes if you have a option like that, it'll show on the map that you were here and then like zipped over here, and it's just this weird, hilarious line that doesn't make any sense that your Inquisitor could actually travel, because you can't do that on foot. But it's like, it looks like someone just yeeted you across the map, so I find it really entertaining. I'm gonna quickly visit the Requisition Officer because we've got some stuff we can upgrade, I think. Courtyard! Craft me a courtyard upgrade. Dragon Blood Distillation I don't have to worry about. Champion Standard Ditto. Main Watchtower. I need quarries and logging stands. I need 3 of each. Okay, because I only had 2. That was... alright. Cool. Yay! And then I think I can actually apply that upgrade right here, so I'm gonna do that before I forget. Yep, here we go. Okay, so, the sparring ring is just kind of cosmetic and fun. The infirmary is, like, the infirmary is slightly more logical, and you get stuff out of it. Oh. Oh, damn. I usually go with the sparring ring for this. But also gold. Right now, since I got the Black Emporium, now I'm like, if I get more stuff, I can sell it and get gold. And I kind of need gold for a lot of the stuff that was at the Black Emporium. I haven't had to worry about how much gold I have since my first playthrough. I'm not used to this anymore. Shit. I gotta sell some shit, man. I guess I'll do the infirmary one. Would Tali do that? Tali would probably be like, we have plenty of places to spar. We can spar in the fucking court. No, don't spar in the fucking, not the courtyard, the garden. Shit. I'm gonna do infirmary because I need to worry about the gold, but also I'm pretty sure that Tali would do the opposite. So, like, I don't really feel good about this, but also I'm gonna do it anyway. I keep doing that this playthrough. I'm like, I don't think this is what my character would do, but I'm doing it anyway because I want to do the thing that I haven't done. Oh my god, do I not get stuff out of that? I don't get stuff out of that. I am now upset that I did this. Ordinarily, I would not do this, but I'm gonna fucking reload the last autosave, because that's... Oh no, that was half an hour ago. Motherfucker, I'm not gonna do that. God damn it. Okay. I'm usually smarter than this. Okay. Oh yeah!
Good book?
Ah! I don't know what you're talking about.
I love this. So, I may have mentioned before, Cassandra is a lot like a friend of mine, except this friend is also the Varric in this situation, because the friend is also a writer. So, like, coming up on Cassandra and startling her while she's reading a romance novel is, like, hilarious to me, because that is the exact reaction that my friend would have if she didn't know you were coming, except that she doesn't care that you know that she's reading a romance novel. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you hiding?
No. What are you hiding exactly?
I'm not hiding anything. Exactly.
I think you are.
It's of no interest to you, I'm certain.
You are correct about that, but also I want to know. So.
It's a book.
I got
I can
that.
see that.
It's One of Varric's tales. Swords and Shields. The latest chapter.
So you've read them all?
The latest chapter meaning you've read them all?
Not since this all began. We've been busy.
She's read this one 3 times.
You! I told you to stop spying!
You read it out loud to me. I don't like the captain either.
I never did that. It's literature. Smutty literature. Whatever you do,
I'm so
don't tell
accustomed
Varric.
to her. I'm so accustomed to Dorian walking by and being like, it's Drek. I read it, I hated it. In which I am Dorian, because, oh man, there's some shit that I have read that I'm just like, why did I read this? Cough, Twilight, cough. Anyway. I can't, like, at this point I am incapable of not selecting the flirt option with whoever I can't actually romance this playthrough, so I guess I'm gonna do it.
Maybe I should read that book.
Cassandra slightly approves.
No,
Why not me?
you're the Inquisitor.
Oh, I see.
She doesn't want to corrupt me.
They're terrible. And magnificent.
That's so
And
great. This is adorable.
one
I love
ends
this.
in a cliffhanger. I know Varric is working on the next. He must be. You
I
could
love
ask him to
Cassandra.
finish it. Command him to. Pretend you don't know this about me.
Read your book. I have so many fucking character quests to catch up on that I forgot were happening. Okay, so that's... If Cassandra's going back to practicing, that means that that's the last actual... Oh, you don't want to be there, Scout. You don't want to be there, my friend. That's the last, character quest for her that I have to catch up on, except for this. This is the one... I shouldn't have waited on this. This is one of my favorites.
You asked for my opinion, and I've given it. Why would you expect it to change?
I expect you to keep your word. It's relentless. I can't...
You give yourself too little credit.
If I'm unable to fulfill what vows I kept, then nothing good has come of this. Would you rather save face than admit... We will speak of this later.
And people say I'm stubborn. This is ridiculous.
I love that she's saying that as he's
Cullen
walking
told
away.
you that he's no longer taking lyrium.
He was determined. Oh. Is that gonna sound like I disapprove? You were to watch him, sounds like I disapprove of her. He was determined, sounds like I disapprove of his choice. Shit. I'm also looking at a costume piece that is hanging across the room and going, I could repurpose that into a cosplay piece. And turn it into like a Templar belt. I'm not going to. But I might make one. So like I'm torn at the moment because I think it's brave. I do, but also I've selected that every single time and I'm currently playing a Templar. So he was determined sounds a little bit more... I did not specifically endorse this, but I'm hoping it doesn't sound like she disapproves, because I fucking don't. I support you, Cullen. Ugh. I'm torn. I really am. I'm gonna select he was determined and hope that it doesn't sound like I disapprove, because I don't.
It seemed very important to him.
Okay, good.
It's not a decision to be made lightly. But now, Cullen has asked that I recommend a replacement for him. I refused. It's not necessary. Besides,
He's got this.
it would destroy him. He's come so far.
When did he tell me?
Why didn't he come to me?
We
Besides
had
the
an
fact that he already
agreement
asked
long
Cassandra?
before you joined us. As a seeker, I could evaluate the dangers.
Accurate.
Perhaps he feared you would not understand.
Oh, that gives a whole new... Oh, shit. That set of lines is... So, talking to a Dwarven Templar Inquisitor that, you know, did the thing, joined the thing, one, after the Templar Order actually dissolved, but two, you know, could potentially run across all of these problems in the future due to taking lyrium. That's a thing. Okay. Okay. Shouldn't he decide? No. He's in withdrawal and thinks he can do nothing. Who do I listen to here? That's... Oof. Like, I don't... Again, this is a tough one, because I don't want to sound like I'm undermining Cassandra, but if Cullen feels he is unable to continue, you don't want to just discount that. Like, don't come to work and kill yourself over it. I would like to be like, can we change his mind? But also...
Cassandra, did you refuse Cullen's request because he's wrong? Or because you want him to be wrong?
Well, that sounds rude.
Mages have made their suffering known, but Templars never have. They are bound to the
I like that
order,
she didn't
mind
disapprove
and
of
soul,
that.
with
I like how
their lyrium leash. Cullen has a chance
straightforward
to
she always is.
To prove to himself and anyone who would follow suit that it's possible. You may wish the same one day. He can do
yeah.
this. I knew that when we met in Kirkwall. Talk to him. Decide if now is the time.
Yeah. I'm pleased with how that one went too. I love it. Excellent. Good. We're gonna go talk to Cullen. God, doing this while you're...
No need to clear a space. They will all turn away.
Oh, no, that was just the other door. I'm like, I came from a different angle than I was expecting there. I'm confused, but it's the same building and a different door. That's fine. I'm less confused. And I 0% was listening to what Breaker What's-Her-Face was saying. I have no idea what she just said to my Inquisitor. So we're gonna go talk to Cullen. Doing this while you're romancing Cullen is so fucking heartbreaking, but also you get to, like, support him through it, which is really nice. Ugh. I might have a type, guys. I love this. Dodge.
Maker's breath. I didn't hear you enter. Forgive me.
You're fine. I like how they did the lighting in this scene, because they didn't change any... I assume they didn't change anything about the character models for different scenes. They just messed with the lighting. So they were very careful to put his face in sharp relief with that lighting there. That was very carefully done, because he looks much more gaunt in the bright sunlight filtering in through the door, or I assume through the door. I don't know where else it would be coming from. So, at least you missed. That sounds like something that I would say. Like, I'm fine, you didn't hit me. Actually, that is something that I do say relatively frequently. Like, one of my students will lose control of a weapon barely, or like they'll throw a classmate close to me, and I'll just be like, no, and they'll apologize, and I'm like, no, guys, I'm fine. You didn't hit me. I'm good. Just be aware of your surroundings, please. But this is not the time to do that. This is much more important.
Cullen, if you need to talk.
You don't have to.
No, I know I don't have to. That's not the point.
I never meant for this to interfere.
It's fine. It's fine. I know that. I don't care.
Are you going to be all right?
Yes.
This is the time for compassion.
I don't know. You asked what happened to Ferelden's Circle. It
Uh,
was taken over by abominations. The Templars, my friends, were slaughtered.
I have a lot of emotions about this scene, guys.
I was tortured. They tried to break my mind, and I... How can you be the same person after that? Still, I wanted to serve. They sent me to Kirkwall. I trusted my Knight Commander.
The contempt in that one word.
The fear of mages ended in madness. Kirkwall's circle fell. Innocent people died in the streets. Can't you see why I want nothing to do with that life?
Yes. You have bad timing. That's a really shitty, like, no. These two are terrible. Why would you say these things? You have bad timing. That's... The man is in withdrawal from lyrium, which can fucking kill you. Don't say that. And also, you're taking too many risks. Sounds like I don't support him. I have played this game 9 fucking times, and I cannot bring myself not to support him when he goes, I don't want to be leashed to lyrium for the rest of my miserable existence, particularly after the shit he's gone through. Like, I cannot bring myself to do that. I've never done that.
Of course
There are a
I can.
few things that I cannot do in
Don't.
this game. That's one of them.
You should be questioning what I've done. I thought this would be better. That I would regain some control over my life, but these thoughts won't leave me. How many lives?
God, his
depend
voice
on
actor
our
is
success?
amazing.
I swore myself to this cause. I will not give less to the Inquisition than I did to Chantry. I should be taking it.
Don't break your wrist.
I should be taking it.
The angle of that punch really concerns me because that looks like he should have broken his 2 smaller knuckles. That did not look like a good, solid, straight-in punch. That did you just break your hand on your bookcase, bro? And this is another one. Good, just do your job. No, you're not going to take lyrium again. That would be badness. No lyrium, that's an order. That is almost something that this character would do, except, like, she might order something like that if it wasn't so hypocritical. Because if I hadn't gone Templar with her, that would be the one that I would select here. But I went Templar with her, and he made a decision to do this, so she's going to support the decision.
You give enough, Cullen. I'm not asking you for more. The
She's probably not
Inquisition
even asking
can
for
be
as
your
much as you do
chance to
give.
Start over, if you want it to be.
I don't
You got
know
this.
if that's possible.
It is.
It is.
Please go take a nap.
All right.
Go take a nap. Your paperwork will still be here when you come back, and I'll send Cassandra up to wake you up if we need to. And then, this is the only time this happens. I'm only going to do it to show this. I don't actually need to talk to Cullen anymore, because I've broken him enough for the time being. But if you try to talk to him...
I need a moment. Could we speak another time?
And he sounds so tired. This poor man. I have a lot of affection for Cullen. I love what they did with his character. I really do. I mean, it also doesn't hurt that, you know, they made him hot now that they had the chance to do that. Like, him and Dorian are just like, alright, I have a type, apparently, in Dragon Age, and it is the compassionate, strong, like, soft-ish character. And, like, that's also the reason that, like, with Dorian and Cullen, they are also the 2 characters in the game where I'm like, I am incapable of not supporting you through this. Like, with Dorian, it's a little closer to home, obviously, because he's got his character quest is revolving around his sexuality, so I can't, like... There is no other answer besides I support you with that. But with Cullen, you know, he makes the decision to stop taking lyrium. I can't not support that. I can't not support either one of these characters. I have made a whole bunch of different decisions across 9 fucking playthroughs that you know, I don't necessarily like I intentionally one time knowing knowing that I was going to hate it, I intentionally sided with the Kunari over the Chargers that one time just to see what it was like in Endgame, and it was terrible and awful, and I never did it again. But I can't do that with Cullen and Dorian. I can't bring myself to do it.
You shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or what's his name?
Are you worrying for me or for yourself?
The answer is yes,
a little
Bianca.
Of column A, a little of column B. I am the expendable one, after all.
Aww.
This is going to be great.
Don't worry, I'll protect
3 dwarves in one party.
Well, this is a surprise. You're the Inquisitor, right? Bianca Davry, at your service.
Nice to meet you.
Your name is Bianca.
It's a common name. Half the girls in the Merchants Guild are named Bianca. The other half are named Helga. I lucked out.
I love her sense of humor.
I take it you're a friend of Varric's.
Who isn't a friend of Varric's? You have met him before, right?
Fair enough.
Why do you both look like cats that got into the cream?
More like nugs that got into the lyrium, I would think, but fair.
You're such a
Is that racist? I hope that's not racist.
There's a giant hole in the sky. I think the Merchants Guild has...
I'm just picturing like these nervous tiny little nugs like lyrium. Oh no, that was a mistake.
The site of Bartram's Folly, the tag Varric found, has been leaked.
Cats that got into the cream don't actually look guilty. I realize that's the phrase, but they don't look guilty. They look insufferably pleased with themselves. That's cats.
How do we know they're not using multiple entrances to get to the Tig?
Navigating the deep roads isn't like the surface. There's no accurate maps of the whole system, and there are cave-ins, dark spawn, lava floods. If you find a route that gets where you're going, you don't deviate. Trying to find another way could be deadly.
Okay.
Who could have given away the Tig's location?
There were a few people who knew. Hirelings from the expedition, a couple of close friends.
How they found out isn't important. What matters is we know where they are now.
Are you sure how they found out isn't important? Because that sounds important to me, Bianca.
If it's such a secret, how do you know about it, Bianca?
I told her. Right after the expedition, I wrote
I'm the leak.
What we found. I had artifacts that needed buyers, and she had more contacts that would pay for them. Plus, I owed her.
Wasn't the Tig in Kirkwall?
You can get there from Orlais. It's a long way to the Free Marches.
The deep roads are all connected. Or they used to be. Collapses and such. Some of them on purpose.
Darkspawn will do
that. They really are roads. They spanned the Dwarven Empire. Went to every corner of the continent. Maybe further. In theory, you can get to any Tig using the deep roads. But in practice... there's a reason nobody uses them anymore.
Fair enough.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this source, Corypheus is that much more powerful.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation. If you're interested in shutting it down, you've got my help. Try not to leave me waiting too long, Varric. I've got my own work to do, you know.
Uh-huh.
Right. That's not going to be trouble at all. Let me know when you want to head to the entrance.
You got it. Okay. Oh, I have to talk to... I know what happens here! Okay, I'm gonna do that last. I was gonna say I have to talk to Varric, but I'm pretty sure that's the Wicked Grace game. So we're gonna do that right before the end of stream, because it is the best. I think that's it for what I technically need to do in Skyhold, besides sit in Judgment. So we're gonna sit in Judgment, and then we're gonna start going through character quests. Like, just check them off.
Adamant's influence continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus.
Dick.
We found him alive, offering extreme resistance, likely because the Order will ask for his head. In more colorful terms. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
That dick? I have to figure this out.
Countless better men and women than you are dead. Why shouldn't this be quick?
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
Wanna bet?
On the contrary, many officials have
Good morning, alien.
that they will defer to the Inquisitor.
You missed me having emotions about Cullen, but besides that, not too much. I spent a while talking to Blackwall, which went surprisingly well, because I don't really like Blackwall, and then I talked to Cassandra a bit, and then I talked to Cullen. That's what I've done in the last hour.
Glory awaits me.
Okay. So my three options: he dies by my sword. I don't really usually like the execution thing, but also Aramond was the instrument of the Warden's self-destruction. And he's a dick, and he follows Corypheus, and he's pretty much irredeemable. Jail him and lose the key. That's... yeah... I've brought this up a couple of times, but if I throw him... if I imprison any of my, my dudes here, I then semi-literally sentence them to death at the end of the game, when Skyhold just kind of goes kaboom. I'm relatively certain that the jail does not survive Corypheus. Or I can give him to the Wardens, which is really tempting here. Sorry, I missed Monday. Somebody unplugged my laptop and didn't tell me, so when I went to watch, the battery ran out. Oh no! That rots. You know what? I am sorry that happened, but you were also super not obligated to be here, so we're good. Don't worry about it too much. I did the same thing to myself, actually, because my MacBook, I was like... I was watching something on Monday evening. I was watching someone stream, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna watch this and do the thing and whatever, and then I'm gonna go to class tomorrow. And then I went to class, and I had 13% battery, and I couldn't actually take notes on my computer for 3 hours, because there are not outlets in the auditorium. Or at least not accessible to where I can also hear the prof. So that's the one downside to trying to do what I did, because I was a bonehead and didn't charge my MacBook. Oops. Yes, a Thetis shattering kaboom, or at least a Skyhold shattering kaboom. This is... I'm so... Given to the Wardens, he dies by my sword. I'm so conflicted here. I don't usually like the execution angle, but... he's irredeemable. Like, there's nothing that I can do here. But I can give him to the Wardens. I don't remember what the Wardens would do, though. They would probably also execute him. With extreme prejudice. I might as well just cut that short. Fuck it. Also, I was lurking in the Salt channel, and yes, I have also mourned blogs. Just found one that I thought was gone and had a name change. Yay! I love it. I love it when you find something like that. Oh wow, that was a lot of approval.
Apparently been withdrawn. You will die by my hand.
I got a bunch of approval for that.
In the next world.
That was unexpected. I got approval for the execution thing. I'm stunned. But yeah, I just got really, like, it's a Kingkiller Chronicles blog, and there are just so few of those. That sword is so gigantic compared to Tali. Oh my goodness. I think I have another person to judge. Yeah, I don't remember who it is, though.
Another of the lingering pains of adamant, your worship. Sir Ruth.
Oh, Sir Ruth. Oh no. Oh god, this one's depressing.
The throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
Not a request made lately.
You're very serious about this. Is more death the answer?
There is no excuse for my actions.
Some other blogs and journals vanished without a trace, and I lost good fanfics that I wanted to read again. This, I mean,
Me more than the blight ever could.
this is a little bit of that, but, like, it's more like the post was made and I went, oh god, this is an anti, I'm not following this person anymore, but also they had written fics that were this pairing that I like, and then they got really, like, anti about it and apparently deleted their own fics. So I'm like, I could have read those. Oh no. It's I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. So I unfollowed them and was sad about it. Cuz it's not even that the blog is gone. It's the same person running the blog and the blog is still going. I'm just like, I'm not dealing with antis. They're not worth my time. I don't like it. Okay. So this is part of the reason this is depressing. I can say public humiliation, which is literally just like, okay, well, you wanted punishment. I will give you the punishment that is the worst that I think you deserve. And you get put, like, your public humiliation. You can throw her in jail, which I will absolutely not do. Partly because, you know, Skyhold, kaboom. But also she's a Grey Warden, and that is totally and completely undignified. Ditto public humiliation. She's a fucking Grey Warden. I won't judge a warden. That one is always a little bit weird. Because you can just be like, I won't judge a warden. The wardens will judge you themselves. But, like, she specifically turned herself in for this, first of all. And second of all, you might be throwing her to the wolves, giving her back to the wardens anyway because of what happened, but also the surviving wardens mostly did the same thing. It's weird. Or you can say go to the deep roads, which is a very quiet death sentence. You can say go to the deep roads, experience effectively your calling without having, you know, specifically to hear the calling, and take as many Darkspawn with you as you want. Quietly execute her to death. That is so depressing to me, but also it is pretty, I think it is one of the better options, is the other thing. You get a war table mission out of it, where you get a report. I don't remember if you get stuff out of it, but you get a report of how she died in the Deep Roads. So it's like stupid option, bad option, possibly bad option. This is going to happen to her anyway. So it's like, these are all terrible, and I just dislike this one the least, I think.
You feel your life is over? There's a place for such wardens. Saruth, you'll go to the deep roads. Your death may be as quick as you choose.
Ugh.
This sends no message. This is just an end.
The thing about the wardens is, like, I see them as pretty much outside of, and this is something that is reinforced in the plot. I see them as pretty much outside of any one country, because they're their own organization. They're not, you know, you join the Grey Wardens, you are no longer Ferelden, you're a Grey Warden. You go where the Blight is, and you end it. It's rough.
Before you is Service of the Minratha Circle of Magi. You met him and his Venatori in the western...
I always forget that there's a Circle of Magi
He
in
admits to working for Corypheus,
Tevinter.
raising monsters and using magic for conquest. He also used his connections
But also,
to
fuck this
smuggle
guy.
magical artifacts out of the approach, without his master's consent.
Ballsy.
You're lucky. If I hadn't caught you, Corypheus would have.
I was hired by a third party. I've no loyalty to him. Might you find that useful, your worship?
I'm sorry, are you attempting to bargain with us?
I love Josephine's incredulous response.
I throw myself on your mercy. I also have friends in Tevinter who owe me large debts. Leave what happened in the approach behind us, Inquisitor, and I can put them all at your disposal.
So, there's some interesting options here. Throw him in jail. I have already described why I detest that option. Skyhild, kaboom. This is bad. Josephine is great. I love her. An informant on probation. So we give him to Liliana for that one. I want him as a smuggler. I believe technically that also gives him to Liliana, but I'm not sure if he shows up in your agents list. Or give him back to Corypheus. Which I'm completely unwilling to do that because Corypheus. But like I want to find the cutscene for that and watch it just once, just to see what the hell they have you do with that, because what would they fucking have, like, give him back to Corypheus? Like, what the fuck? Like, do you get an answer out of that? Like, that's terrible. Smuggler, informant, smuggler, informant. So if you recruit him, you get a war table mission, but I'm not sure if it's one or the other or both there. The thing that I don't want to do is I don't like that one just says I want him as a smuggler, which gives him a lot of freedom. An informant on probation implies to me that he's, being watched closely. Which he should be, because don't fucking trust this asshole. He's willing to betray Corypheus. He is willing to risk that. Don't fucking trust him.
Liliana will assign agents to you. I expect them to inform me that you've been forthright. If you want
Shortly she's best. Agreed.
You'll have to earn it.
That's also what I do with the Templars, for the record.
Thank you.
I will give the mages freedom if I side with the mages. I will not give the Templars freedom if I side with the Templars, because, like, it's like, a mage is something you are. A Templar is something you choose to become. So you choose to be the one with power. Yeah, you don't get that much power in my Inquisition. Okay, I just looked at the poles holding up the curtains over there and got really confused for a second. I'm like, is that supposed to be at the ceiling? It's not. It is specifically below the rafters. Okay, I'm gonna double check my inventory really quick. I have a lot of shit in my inventory. Let me go through some of this relatively quickly here. Worry about that later. I think everybody has better than these, because I crafted it. Nah. I'll strip those before I sell them. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. I should have checked that other one to see if it has stuff. Magister, Ice Staff, 36 cold damage. I am quite positive that Solus has got significantly better than that. Oh yeah, only double the DPS, so that can go. I'm just basically getting rid of anything that does not have a really good score / a rune or grip or other upgrade on it. I'll worry about the rest of it later. 90, get rid. 101, get rid. Go away. Keep. Go away. At least for now. Not worrying about that. Oh, I have amulets of power I can use. Shit. When did that happen? I have a coal. And I have a Blackwell. Sweet. And then I'm going to give Cole his con amulet back. Right. Aiming module, that was specifically for Bianca. Is it better? It is slightly better. Okay. So I'm just gonna... I'm gonna walk into the fucking Undercroft and sell these really quick. I'll go through the rest of it later. Save. Here. I also just realized that I very, very much have to use the bathroom, so I'm going to sell this nonsense and then BRB. Because now my inventory is only half full. So, BRB, too much coffee at once. Hi, hello, I have returned. Okay. We're gonna check out the journal one last time. We're not doing Valimar first, I don't think. Because look at all of these fucking inner circle missions that I have to do. Some of these I can't do yet, like that one's on Place to the Own. Promise of Destruction, I have to go to the war table to see who I'm sending. That was the other thing that I was gonna do. I was gonna zip back to the war table. So we're going to do that really quick, actually. Unfinished Business is all maps that I haven't unlocked yet. Guilty Pleasures, that might be why. It's not the Wicked Grace thing. That happens after Bianca, doesn't it? So I'm going to do that. Subjected to His Will, I have to talk to Cole. One Less Venatori is a map I don't have yet. Varshel March is on the world map, so I'm going to do that one. All New Fated for her is, again, Exalted Plains. Don't have that unlocked yet. What Lies Dormant is in the Hinterlands. Valimar is in the Hinterlands. Don't have the Exalted Plains yet. So I can do about 2/3 of these. So. Zip back out to the war table real quick. Ba-doo-ba-doo. I could also probably talk to Josephine again. But I got some other plans first. I think we're going to start with the Varshel March and then worry about all of the rest shortly after. Lord Enzo Aventiva. Sister Liliana, our agents entered Lord Enzo's home, where they discovered several pieces of correspondence connecting Enzo to the Venatori. Worse, it seems Enzo did more than buy into their philosophy. He's been arranging to send volunteers to Red Lyrium mines. As they took these people from Rialto's poorer, more unfortunate residents, few noticed the disappearance. Our agents were prepared to confront Enzo with the evidence, but he failed to return. We have since learned that he hired a ship to Hercynia in the Free Marches. It seems unlikely that Enzo knew of our presence, but something spooked him. Mason. Leliana has written a note below. Have our agents tracked Lord Enzo to the Free Marches. His work for the Venatori must not continue. Let us pray the trail does not run cold. Leliana. And then we got an offer from the Crows, but I'm also going to check out the port. Restore the port on the Storm Coast, your worship. Work on the port is underway. We trust you will be pleased with the results. Ivor of the Blades. Hooray! Okay.
Is Knight Captain Ryland satisfied?
This is new. Locate the missing seekers. That's the thing. Judgment. The death of good Sir Ruth. That was immediate. That's... Those are the two that are new. Okay, so... first things first, the Dedgment, yes. Judgment, the death of good Sir Ruth. The disgraced Grey Warden, Sir Ruth, wishes to make good on your judgment, Inquisitor. She has asked for assistance in reaching one of the deeper recesses of the Deep Roads, so that her premature calling might serve a greater good. Laudable, but any expedition to the Deep Roads comes with considerable risk. Cullen's answer. Many of our soldiers lost family to the Blight. I've no doubt many would volunteer to escort the Warden. My concern is that they would not stop at escorting. An escort is simple. I could also arrange to note her exact path should you wish to recover her body for any perceived honors. I suggest an invitation over an escort. Our dwarven contacts would welcome the chance to bolster their forces with a warden on her calling. So, we're gonna go with Josephine on this one, because, Josephine's the one going, yeah, contact the fucking Legion of the Dead who are already doing this. She doesn't say the Legion of the Dead, but I'm just assuming that's where she's going with this.
Let us begin.
And then we can send Leliana to find the Seekers, because I think this is pretty much her anyway. Note, you do have the option to send Josephine. Anyway, the Envy Demon, The Envy Demon at Therenfall Redoubt was impersonating the Lord Seeker, but the man himself, or his body, was never found. Cassandra believes Corypheus did something with him and the other Seekers, as none of her order numbered among the corrupted Templars. Assuming they left a trail, it might be possible to discover what happened. Someone must have seen these Seekers, or given them safe harbor. Entice them with a reward, and leads will follow. The Seekers have many secret hideaways. According to Cassandra, these would be the first places agents could search. So, we're sending Leliana.
Let's see what we have.
And now we can go do the actual physical character quests. So. There we go. Cool. Gonna save real quick. Gonna zip out to go talk to Varric about swords and shields, in particular. Yeah. And then we're going to talk to Cassandra again, and then we're going to go on some missions. And not get stuck on a chair. This is what I get for trying to take shortcuts in a poorly lit hold. Hey, Varric.
Battling the demons of paperwork. That's a fight nobody walks away from clean.
It's true, you just end up covered in ink all the time.
Times I've almost been killed by bills of lading.
I might have an idea.
I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition.
Aw.
I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing.
That's okay.
I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
That is an absolute lie, Varric. You followed Hawk, and Hawk is as close as it gets to a chosen one without being the Inquisitor. Hawk is the fucking champion of Kirkwall. Kirkwall chose Hawk. Just be my friend. I'm just like you. Make it up as you go. Just do what I do. Which is make it up as you go. The whole thing about I'm just like you is that Varric is going to immediately just laugh at that and be like, no, I'm fucking not. I mean, so here's the funny thing. This is actually the Inquisitor that I've had who is the most like Varric, because she went, I'm gonna join the Templars. No, I'm not joining your fucking chantry. Apparently that is how, Varric is Andrastian. He wouldn't set foot in a chantry, but he's Andrastian. You find this out from Cassandra. You can also talk to him about it later, but I don't know exactly how, I don't remember how much detail you get from him. You get that from Cassandra, because she's talking about, we need to fix the Seekers, we need to fix the Chantry, you know. Even Varric's Andrastian, but he wouldn't set foot in a Chantry, and I don't blame him, you know. Make it up as you go. Just do what I do. Just be my friend. I'm torn, yet again. This is gonna get a song stuck in my head. God damn it. It's there. Okay. Make it up as you go. Fuck it.
I don't even know how to deal with all this. Just make something up. It'll be fine.
Oh, so we're saving the world through bullshit now?
Accurate.
All right. I can manage that. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
I can't be bigger than myself. What am I to you?
What am I to you, then?
None of this shit makes any sense to me.
Fair enough.
Is this the end of the world?
Yes.
Did Andraste send you
I mean,
through the breach?
If we don't intervene.
You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
No, it was definitely not Andraste. Just saying. Please don't sing.
Please don't tell me you're going to burst into song now.
Don't worry, I'm not that cruel. I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
Always. I love that they don't even give you, like, the chance to be like, nah, I don't know, man. You just play the game. It's fine. Hey, Varric.
What can I do for you, your inquisitorialness?
Ha-ha!
Cassandra is waiting for the next issue of Swords and Shields.
I must have heard that wrong. It sounded like you just said that Cassandra read my books.
You are correct. I did say that.
That's exactly what I just said.
Maybe I'm just going crazy. Wait, did you say the romance serial? Oh, she'll be waiting for a while then. I haven't finished it and wasn't planning to. That book is easily the worst I've ever written. The last issue barely sold enough to pay for the ink.
Are you sure? It can't be that bad. Cassandra seems to like it. No wonder she was embarrassed. I need it as a gift. So I'm not going to say I need it as a gift. Because Talia is flirting with her enough in person. There's no reason to, you know, spread rumors about Cassandra, etc. No wonder she was embarrassed.
If it's terrible smut, I guess that explains why Cassandra tried to hide it from me.
Varric slightly disapproves.
Is that what she called it? Oh, it's fluff at best. I can't compete in the smut market. That's cutthroat.
I love that answer.
You want me to finish writing?
Also, I know what all those words mean, so that is even funnier. It's fluff at best.
Oh, that's such a terrible idea. I have to do it. On one condition. I get to be there when you give her the book.
Deal.
You've got a deal.
I'll get to work then. You know, the fact that the book is terrible just makes it more worthwhile somehow.
Hooray! So now we go give a book to Cassandra. And she gets all horrifically embarrassed and loves us for it. And Talia almost yeets herself off the stairwell. Haha! Let's go. I love this.
What have you done now?
I get it, Seeker. You're still sore after our spat.
I'm not a child, Varric. Do not
We're halfway
suggest
through the
I am
game.
without reason.
A peace offering. The next chapter of Swords and Shields. I hear you're a fan.
I love that it's pretty much just Aveline on the cover.
This is your doing.
This is your... None other.
Oh, yes. Do you really think I'd miss this?
Well, if you're not interested, you're not interested. Still needs editing anyhow.
Wait!
Wait, no! Come back!
You're probably wondering what happens to the Night Captain after the last chapter.
Nothing
Gasp.
should happen to her. She was falsely accused.
Well,
I love how
turns
into
out
it she
the
is.
guardsman-
Don't
Tell me.
This is the part where you thank the Inquisitor. I don't normally give sneak peeks, after all.
Cassandra greatly approves.
Thank you.
I love that that pops up while she's still turned around. Like, I'm just picturing, like, the anime blush. Like, thanks.
Varric's the one you should be thanking.
No spoilers!
I am but a humble
Accurate.
servant to my loyal readers.
I wonder if I have time to read the first part.
But don't forget to tell
Read
all
it
your friends,
You have time.
if you have any.
Oh no, Mike. Mike, why?
Completely worth it.
Read it over lunch, you have time. There we go. Okay, so that's all of the stuff at Skyhold pretty much taken care of. Next, we're going to Vershel. Is this Vershel? That's the Black Emporium. I'm confused. I definitely... Oh, I have to specifically talk to Sarah. That's why. Because it already happened and now we talked to her. That's the problem. Okay. Cullen is ready to report in. Wait, really? That was surprisingly short, so I'm going to do this so I don't forget later, and then we're going to go talk to Sarah. That's right. One of the missions that I had for Cullen was like an hour as opposed to 2.5. That's why.
We don't have the strength of treaties to judge a true great warrior.
Saved us all a while back.
Yeah, that conversation that I just walked through, we don't have the strength of treaties to judge a true Grey Warden. Heroes them, the lot of them. That shit, that's why I'm unwilling to banish the Grey Wardens from Orlais. Because they have already been banished from Ferelden once in 10 years. And then luckily, you know, barely back in. But, like, come on. Come on to Cullen. Bandits had taken residence inside the mine after the Templars left, but they were easy enough to drive out. We recovered a good deal of raw ore already mined, and are making arrangements locally to find miners willing to go back to work. Corbin. Wait, Corbin is a dwarf. I just made a dwarf for Eldon. I mean, I guess it works, but... Confront mages in the Wending Wood. A dangerous cell of rebel mages has been tracked to a remote location in the Wending Wood. They are known enemies of the Inquisition and its allies. These men and women pose a significant danger to those traveling along the Pilgrim's Path between Denerim and Amaranthine. They are directly responsible for the death of 7 mages and a noblewoman's daughter. The Inquisition's Templars are prepared to defend against this threat. Mage, Templar, merchant, any who travel this area are at risk. We must put a stop to it. Go, Cullen! All right. He's the only one that can do that mission anyway. Alright. Off to talk to Sarah. What's the simplest way to do this? Probably just to teleport to where Cassandra is, and then go up the stairs. Let's do that. Because I could run through my hold and just do it that way, but the tavern's right here. Because if you run through to Solus's room, you can then run across the bridge to Cullen's tower, and then around to where Cole is upstairs, and then to the tavern after that, and it's just a giant pain in the ass.
I hear Vashel was good pay for you, Inquisitor. Time to go see if my friends came through too.
Let's go!
Vacation for a stash. Hopefully something nice for my trouble. Well, your trouble. Just let me know when you're ready to head out. Be sure to bring your empty pockets.
Let's go now! Oh, who's paying us?
Who's putting up the reward for this?
Don't know. Sometimes it's past the hat. Sometimes it's I lifted this from Master's vault.
Fair enough.
Doesn't matter, does it? Job done. Time to get what we're owed.
Let's go!
I'm ready if you are.
Always, yeah. My favorite part, this. Let's go see what friends can get us.
Hell yeah. Alright. Sarah's locked in. I might as well bring Dorian, because this isn't really that big of a deal for fighting nonsense. And Vivienne for the same reason. Let's go. To Vershel! And then I think it automatically drops you. And then I want you to notice this is the old Crestwood map. And then I think it automatically drops you back at Skyhold after this. Because of reasons. Not the least of which being we're out on the world map. In kind of Crestwood.
Wait, this is weird.
What?
I was expecting a village or something. The people that leave me stuff don't trek out to places like this.
Are you sure?
Give me a city and I'll give you a tour, but surprise, surprise, I don't know stupid woods or ruins.
Fair enough.
What's that?
Don't hurt me. Harmond made me do it.
Who's Harmond? What are you doing here?
What's your name and why are you here?
He made me come. Said I had to lead him to her because I said things. It was just bar talk.
This was supposed to be a simple drop. What's going on?
So clearly this is the friend of Red Jenny.
You're the one he's waiting for. It's her.
He's just not a very good friend.
Red Jenny.
That... Mike. That's a problem, I said. Except it, you know, didn't register. I'm gonna look into a nicer mic and see if I can get one that, you know, plugs into this headset and doesn't have to be desktop.
Oh, hold on. I was not aware the Inquisitor was personally involved. This is a tragic misunderstanding. Let's all sheathe our swords, you walk out, and we'll conduct this like business.
I hate...
This piss bag. He started it.
Yeah, so I hate that he just goes, oh no, there's a person with a title. What is compassion? He doesn't know.
That wasn't so hard, was it?
He's such a noble.
I identified the confusion, and we worked past it. I'm Lord Pel Harmond. I do hope, Inquisitor, that you continue to respond to reason.
You're a dick.
After all, your choice of company is hardly virtuous.
Freaking user, you are. Another noble prick who punches down.
Quite.
We're the same, you and I. Well, that is overstating it. You are nothing like me, but
that's helpful.
We both need people.
That's my ally you attacked.
You want to talk now, but Sarah's my ally. You attacked her friends.
Come now.
I feel like that's backwards.
Meddling cost me.
Sarah is my friend, and you attacked her allies.
Honestly, previous to this very moment, I thought you'd also been tricked by these red...
Been tricked by nobody.
As Inquisitor, you are a social...
Arse biscuit.
Accurate.
Quiet. Inquisitor, Herald, I don't want to be your enemy.
Too bad.
I'm barely invested in being hers. If you are willing to recognize an opportunity, we could be exceptional partners.
Are you gonna stop being a dick? You'll serve the Inquisition. So, knowing how this ends, I think you can ask up to 3 questions before Sarah goes, what the fuck? Why can't we just kill him? And starts disapproving. So I'm gonna see what those 3 questions are. So I'm going to ask 2 questions here. What was going on in Vershel? And fuck you, you killed people. I don't care what he can commit to us or what he expects in return, because that doesn't fucking matter.
Something in Vershel, Harmond. What was it?
If you mean bettering my wealth and position, I'm always seeking that.
By getting people hurt?
Lady Shell Morveau and I were jockeying for the land south of Vershel. To claim land, you must populate it. My people encouraged hers to leave. Her people answered in kind, etc. Really, it was all terribly standard displacement until your troops seemed to change the balance. Well played.
Stop talking to him. Really, just stop it.
One sec. This is what I get for trying to multitask. There we go, okay. Just stop it! Okay, why did you kill people? I'm just looking up for myself. Why are you mad about it? These are accurate.
You killed my contacts. My friends.
That is entirely true.
Well,
fuck nobles. That is that.
You're the one who empowered them. Made
Fuck
their
you.
complaints a threat.
Fuck you.
Perhaps you should have warned them about talking to you.
Okay, no, kill him.
Snot Splash, no already. Not saying again.
Yeah, no, you don't have to. I can say get out of my sight, but then he can continue to do things. And I have so the way Tali works, the way I think of my character, she was in the mining caste, so she was squarely middle class when she was in Orzammar. She saw the caste system, she saw how nobles acted in Orzammar and went, okay, this is acceptable. Annoying, but acceptable. And then she came out up to the surface and went, what the fuck are these nobles? This is bullshit. What is going on? Why do you have this much power? You all suck. But also she wasn't lower class, so she didn't really have to worry about it, and she knows what her responsibilities were as squarely middle class and having people working for her. So she's like, what the fuck? No. This is... I'm done. I'm done. Oh, go, Sarah. Go. I love this.
Now, what was the point of that?
That was the point. Distraction.
Friggin' bastard, shite-bag piss-face. Eat it, you lop-eared son of an arse-nut, rotten piece of...
Sarah!
What?
It's over, calm down. I think he's dead! That's enough! This one is too angry.
I think you're done. At this point, you're making wine.
I also really like that line, because it's gross and also entertaining.
Inquisitor. Better than his lot any day.
You're making wine. So, you know, yeah. There's this very French concept that I always apply to my middle upper class characters, called noblesse oblige, and it basically translates to nobility obliges, but it is also correctly translated as nobility is obligated. So, like, you know, they oblige themselves, their allies, you know, shit like that, but also they are obligated to not be dicks. And I'm just a huge fan of that concept.
Know what? Thanks. Felt good to stomp the smile off that pisshead's face. It doesn't go bad like that often, yeah? But when it does, they deserve it.
Fact. Unpredictable, but worth it.
Risky, but keep it within the Inquisition and I'll support you.
Even though this puckered around us?
Yeah.
Even so.
Sarah greatly approves.
Good then. Right, what do you mean? Because I am really not used to that acceptance thing you're doing right there.
I bet you're not used to that. You're a lesbian elf. You poor thing.
We'll have some differences, but I want
You've
to be
dealt
one
with
of your
some
friends.
shit.
You're pretty big to be one of my contacts. Important, I mean, not fat. But all right, Inquisitor. You're on my good side. We'll see if it lasts.
I think I mentioned this, but I'm just flirting with everyone that Tali cannot romance, which is also the main reason I'm not flirting with Sarah, because Sarah's romance is absolutely adorable, and I've done it already. I've done all of the the romances in Dragon Age except for, well, in Inquisition, I should say, except for Blackwall, because I don't like him. I'm not going to romance him. I haven't even looked up the scenes for his romance. But also I don't like him, so I'm not going to do that. I'm still a little bit upset that Cullen does not end up... Like, you can only romance Cullen with a female elf or human. Like, Tali would be all over him if not for that. Mostly because I really like Cullen. Like, if there are two characters that I am really, really into the romance for, it's Cullen and Dorian, for totally different reasons. But also, they're the hot boys in Inquisition, so, you know. Delivered. One cabinet suitable for a lady's curiosities if resources should be spent on such things. Sir Morris. Below, a comment and journal entries by Sarah. Also doodles of Sarah with her tongue out. Eat it, Morris. Stuff needs a place. Stuff. Banner. Circle. Soft. Lizard. Scratched out. Rough and weird. Hala. Fake. Real ones stink. Cards. Little worlds. Goblet. Fancy cup. Cup. Shit goblet. Bottle. Warden. Strong. Bottle. Tevinter. Piss weak. Stupid sword. There's a small bloodstain. Silk. Bolts, not arrow bolts. Soft. Make something. Griffin. Warden. Heavy. I think that minstrel Meriden is chatting me up. The song is creepy. I love that there's slightly, like, just random stream of consciousness bullshit also in there, along with her stuff list. Hey, Cole!
He writes words that aren't real, but they are for him, in a quiet place whose stone shape shakes the ground.
Oh my god. Is he talking about Varric? I've never heard that line! A quiet place whose stone shape shakes the ground. That sounds like Skyhold to me. Oh my god. Alright, I'm having feelings. Okay. Oh, okay. Hey Cole, I found you your amulet.
I found the amulet that Solus told us about. Would you like to try it on?
Yes, but not here. I like it here. We need some place that can go away if it becomes sharp.
I also love how Cole talks.
What do I do with it?
Not if something goes wrong.
You found one of the amulets.
If it becomes sharp.
May I?
And also, that implies to me that he is completely willing to do this in Solus's study and then just completely avoid Solus's study forever. Either that or we only came here to find Solus, but, you know, things. You think it'll work? Alright, if Cole is sure. I'm torn between those two. I don't want to be like, do it, because that implies that I don't care what Cole thinks, and I care what Cole thinks.
Are you ready, Cole?
Cole's people too.
They can't make me a monster.
He might not be human, but Cole is people too. There are no humans in this room.
What was that? Oh, what are you doing to the kid?
Varric cares so much.
From binding me like the demons at Adamant. But it didn't work.
Something is interfering with the enchantment.
Something like Cole not being a demon?
I don't know what Cole is.
I'm not certain exactly what Cole is.
She's a dwarf, why would she know?
Regardless of Cole's special circumstances, he remains a spirit.
Yes, a spirit who is strangely like a person.
Spirits are people too, Varric. Don't be racist.
Just lock away the parts of me that someone else could knot together to make me follow.
Focus on the amulet. Tell me what you feel.
I love this. I love the description that he gives.
Warm, soft blanket covering, but it catches tears. I'm the wrong shape. There's something. There.
I love that he points to the door to Cullen's office. Like, I realize that he's pointing out of Skyhold and through things to the hinterlands, and that also tells me exactly which way Skyhold is oriented. And that the map of Skyhold is not oriented to the north, actually, because if he's pointing that way, then the hinterlands are in the opposite direction. But that's fine.
It appears we have something to find. Again.
All right, kid. Get Cullen and work with him on the map to figure out where you're sensing something wrong.
Will you come with me? All of you?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Support the child.
All right, I get it. You like spirits. But he came into this world to be a person. Let him be one.
Or how about let him be what he is? I hate this one because this is one of those times when I'm like, God damn it, BioWare. I don't like choosing, like, no, Solus is right. I agree with Varric. I don't like choosing those in cutscenes because they always come out wrong, but also, I care about results. Sounds like I don't give a shit about Cole, which is absolutely not true, and if I remember correctly, that's also not how this line goes, so I'm gonna choose it anyway.
All I care about is making certain that the Venatori can't bind Cole.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That ritual of theirs only works on demons, right?
This is not some fanciful story, child of the stone. We cannot change our nature by wishing.
You don't think?
However we deal with the problem, our next step is to track down whatever is interfering with the enchantment.
True. So. Oh, it does this automatically. Cool. I was like, I don't remember if I have to actually reform a party here, or... But it has to be those three in the party, so there's not really a reason that they wouldn't do it automatically. It is effectively just a set of cutscenes with specific characters. I have so much stuff to do. And then there's this asshole.
Yeah, this should get me through the month. Give me a moment.
I love that he's wearing a helmet with a mask over it.
Can I help you?
Like, this is clearly a dwarven helmet.
What? I don't even know you.
You forgot! You locked me in the dungeon in the Spire, and you forgot, and I died in the dark!
Poor Cole.
Spire?
Cole, stop!
I don't think I ever quite noticed the dagger in Cole's hand there before.
He killed me.
It makes sense because he's an assassin.
That's why it doesn't
but
work.
also,
He killed me,
holy
and I
shit.
have to kill him back.
Cole, wait.
Before anyone gets killed, I need to know what's going on.
Cole, this man
Gotta run off to work. Alright, well, have a good day at work. There's gonna be a couple of more missions that I gotta run around and do, but...
A broken body.
Most of the fun stuff was before you got here, admittedly. So, have a good day at work. I will hopefully see you Friday. If not, soon.
They threw him into the dungeon in the Spire at Val Royo. They forgot about him. He starved to death. I came through to help.
Oh, I love the fade music.
And
that's a nice touch.
Couldn't. So I became him. Cole.
If Cole was an apostate, that'd make the guy we just saw a Templar. Must have been buying lyrium.
Of course he was buying lyrium.
Let me.
He was talking to a dwarf.
I need to.
Not that that necessarily means anything, because dwarven smugglers are a thing because of the Carta, but often lyrium. Investigate. Solus, what do you think?
Solus?
We cannot let Cole kill the man.
obviously.
I don't think anyone was going to suggest that, Chuckles.
Cole is a spirit. The death of the real Cole wounded him, perverted him from his purpose.
Accurate.
To regain that part of himself, he must forgive.
Come on. You don't just forgive someone killing you.
You don't. A spirit can.
I love that particular... Like, I love this quest because either way it resolves without Cole fully becoming a demon.
Varric.
But they have such totally different answers.
A spirit does not work through emotions, it embodies them.
But he
Glitch.
isn't a spirit,
Glitch.
is he? He made himself human. And humans change. They get hurt. And they heal. He needs to work it out like a person.
Kind of.
You would alter the essence of what he is.
He did that to himself when he left the Fade. I'm just helping him survive it.
That bothers me a little bit because that... Varric is exactly good enough at not only explaining his point, but also slightly at manipulating people, that convinced me as a player that Varric was right about this. That he absolutely has to work through this like a human because he left the Fade and he already made that choice. But then you change the essence of what Cole is, which is exactly what Solus said. And I don't like the implication of, I'm going to change this member of my party. That's bullshit. And I was so upset when I figured that out.
Before I decide anything, I need a clearer picture of what happened.
It seems the real Cole was an apostate, captured and taken to the Circle by Templars.
Who aren't known for their gentle nature.
Fact.
As the young man starved to death in a dungeon, his pain caught the attention of a spirit, likely one of compassion.
Compassion?
An uncommon spirit, certainly, and all too fragile when its efforts to help prove to be in vain.
So he became the apostate that he could not save. And took on his pain. Because that's a spirit thing. He could not help any other way. He could not be compassionate about this person, so he just took on the person's pain. So if I say Cole needs to grow, I agree with Varric, he becomes more human, the amulet is not necessary, or I can talk to Solus, or rather agree with Solus, say Cole must forgive this, Cole will become more like a spirit, which doesn't really change anything. The amulet should function properly. So, on the one hand, you get Cole will become more human, and everything hurts him. Or, you get Cole will become more like a spirit, which means that you ramp back from the anger that you never see with Cole, that you just saw with this one Templar, and he's back to Cole. Like, he stays himself. So we're gonna go with Solus because it bothers me to try to change
I believe I can
Varric. I mean, rather, it bothers me to try to change Cole. Like, I like Varric's intention, but I do not like what he does. Or what he thinks in this case. And the guy that knows about spirits would be, you know, the expert on the situation.
Can you feel this man's pain, Cole?
He remembers now. He knows he killed me.
No. Feel his pain. His guilt. The shame that drove him from the Templars.
And Cole immediately looks unsure.
We'll raise his records. They clap me on the shoulder. Smell of oiled metal and blood. They smile like Louis did when he made me drown the kittens. Laughter bounces off the walls like a thin child's fists.
He's like, what the hell?
I'm so sorry.
He's hurting, Cole. And you are a spirit of compassion.
We've also already been told he's a spirit of compassion by the spirit in Crestwood. He's like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm on my knees and I am unsettled. I'm leaving.
You alright, kid?
Yes.
Amulet glows.
He's free. We're both free.
Back at Skyhold. Meanwhile, back at the proverbial ranch.
Be working. Cole should be adequately protected.
Hooray!
Have you talked to him since? Have you heard what he sounds like?
He sounds like Cole.
He sounds like a spirit. Nonsense words like Bertrand at the end. Just need to hear the song again just for a minute. I'm all right, Varric.
What matters is his happiness. Cole, how are you feeling?
He's like, I'm good. I'm fine.
There is work. Wounded to help, hurts to
I'm not
heal,
broken.
The weight is off. The old chains have fallen.
You're not still angry with the man who hurt you?
No, because it wasn't him.
No, I helped him forget. His pain no longer pulls at me. A woman with two names slips a knife in darkness to her left hand. Honey stirred into Leliana's wine. Faith, not revenge.
Ooh, slips a knife in darkness to a left hand, meaning the left hand of the divine, huh?
Possibly. Would that have made him happier, Child of the Stone?
No. That would not have made him happier. It gives you a cutscene. If you go with Varric on that one, it gives you a cutscene where he's just going, why does this hurt? And it's just, it's the saddest fucking thing. I hate that. Like, I love that they did that because they did something really interesting and really unique with a character that deserves that, but also it is depressing as hell. Okay, next thing, the inner circle. What else can I do? Return to the war table. That's right, I found Cassandra's Seeker friends. That's going to be later, though. I can't leave to do that right now. Because I don't have enough time, pretty much. Find the powerful rift. That's in the hinterlands. We're going to go talk to Bianca, because that one's relatively quick. So that's going to be next, as soon as I go to the war table and check in with Leliana on Cassandra's mission there. And I'll finish up today with Valimar. And then next time will be Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts on Friday. But we got some stuff to get done. Not too much, but this, and then we're gonna go zip into Valimar. Locate the missing Seekers. For a time, finding the missing Seekers seemed to be impossible. Early indications pointed to these men and women heading, one at a time, into Ferelden, but here their trail went cold. A chance rumor regarding Ben Loren, a Ferelden nobleman who had not been heard from for months, led Inquisitions to investigate Caer Oswin, and they too went silent. These events are connected, and it seems this is where the missing Seekers will be found. Okay, is there anywhere else I can send Leliana? I think that has to be Leliana, and from the crowd. Red Jenny intends a party. There's like 3 different ways to do that one, and I forget. So I'm going to worry about that one later. Recover sold artifacts? Oh, that's Service. Actually, let's do that one really quick. Service, the Venatori who offered to help the Inquisition after his capture, has provided a tip on the whereabouts of some old magical artifacts he shipped out of the Western Approach. He claims he requires a small squadron of helpers and a decent amount of coin to recover them for the Inquisition. I can send my soldiers to help this mage. They'll keep a close eye on him. He seems to... without proving his worth first. I'd give him what he asks, within reason. Or...
A
the
headache.
man and he knows it. I will give him his helpers and send an unseen spy along. Let's Liliana, she knows her shit. Okay. Now we go to Valimar. So, quest map. What is this? That's Karoswin. Never mind. Off to the hinterlands. I think the easiest way to get to Valimar is probably from the camp, the forest camp down here. So we're gonna go there. We're gonna bring Varric because duh, and then Dorian because I haven't brought him anywhere, and shame on me. I love Cole's new tarot card, and Solus because he's my healer. Bro squad. Why does he get such a cool tarot card? He doesn't deserve that. I suddenly have the Halam Sharal like background music stuck in my head. The sneaky sneak. Alright. So I'm gonna mark that so that I don't forget. And then I'm gonna zip into my character record really quick because I've just noticed that... Oh wow, Varric has 2 points to spend. And take them down. Critical hit chance bonus and 3 dex. Or Opportunity Knocks, which gives me 3 cunning, cooldown reduction of half a second, and fallback plan. We're doing fucking fallback plan. That one was so useful when I was playing Ilari. Okay, that's it. Cool. Save real quick. Now that we're back in the hinterlands, rather. Do I... Nope, doesn't matter. Cool. Shortcut. And as a matter of fact, as soon as I am far enough away from... Haha! That is lootable! Yay! Okay. Bloop. Alright. Let's ride. Do this the fast way. Alright. Run! Oh, there's a bear. I hope it doesn't go after my Dracolisk, because that's gonna go really badly if it hits. Yes, I know, aggroed bear, I get it. Cool, but I can just run around this. And bear left. Ha, bear. Left. Anyway. Yeah. 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 No? Jump? Yes. Okay. And through Avarblade Valley, which is usually full of Red Templars. I seem to have taken them all out already, though. I say Red Templars, it might be bandits. But they are mostly not magic using, so I don't think they were Venatori specifically. And then I can go down here. But apparently, there we go. I get stuck in weird places that I shouldn't. But this makes sense. It makes sense that you can't ride through there. Am I almost there, though? This? Okay, I'm almost there. I was gonna say, this might not have been my my wisest decision, but also, it's right the fuck here. That's the waterfall. So, not too bad. I'm just used to coming at it. Come on, Bitrate. Okay. Royal Elf Root. I don't even know what you need Royal Elf Root for. Nug! Nug, 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 nug. I love them. They're so weird. Alright. Into the mists, phantoms out of dreams. Andras, bread of the maker. The stone tree. Into Valamar. Let's go. Please. Alright. Hi, Bianca.
Started to think you weren't coming.
Nobody said you had to hang out in the creepy cave while you waited.
Well, I did wait, so let's make this quick. These idiots are carrying the red lyrium out in unprotected containers.
That's
They don't want to
dangerous.
stick around long enough for it to start talking to us.
Why should they be protected? She mined lyrium. She fucking knows.
You seem to know more about the effects of red lyrium than most.
Varric told me plenty about what it did to him. And his brother.
Yeah, that's a thing.
How did you find this operation in the first place? There must be hundreds of Deep Roads entrances.
She's sneaky,
I've
that's
used
how.
this entrance in the past. Varric's not the only surface dwarf to explore the Deep Roads.
I mean,
I've got to admit,
technically
I was
Tali's a
pretty
surface dwarf
surprised
that
when I
explored
came
the
here
Deep
and
Roads.
found
She
it
just
full of
wasn't
humans.
originally. Let's get going.
We'd better get to work.
Sounds good to me.
Alright. Sorry, I was cleaning off my MacBook screen and expected that to be a longer line. Okay. So, from here, let's get going. I would like to point out something that bothers me every time. Bianca and Varric are both rogues because... And this is something interesting about Dragon Age that I love that they did it, but also I hate it because it's like... Dwarves in Dragon Age are How the fuck? Dwarves in Dragon Age are expected to be rogues. So, it then also means that playing a dwarven warrior is the unusual thing. But in literally any other fantasy setting that I am aware of, dwarves are always fucking warriors because they're tiny tanks. So there's something about that bugs me a little bit, just because I don't like doing the expected thing all the time. So, like, for example, I want to do an elven warrior at some point just because, like, they're not fucking built for it. I want to make it work. And, I wanted to do a dwarven rogue initially, but in Dragon Age they are specifically built for that, so it doesn't... Like, it makes it much less interesting to me. So. Oh, hello. Carta Assassin. Fight me, asshole. Gotcha. Oh, God damn it. Whatever. Lady Carta Assassin, apparently. No? I didn't get anything out of that? That sucks. Alright. Okay. So once we get past these guys out here... Are there any guys out here? I don't think we have to open that door. Because we really only have to worry about the lower terrace with this one, I think.
So this is what you do now?
Beg pardon?
Skulking around in caves, shooting guys? Is this your day-to-day?
I usually try to avoid the caves.
I mean, same, because I'm claustrophobic. I don't think Tali would be claustrophobic, but, you know. Alright, now that doesn't make sense. Did they put me one down already? Like, this drawing does not make sense. this doesn't match up with their map? Did they orient it wrong? No. Not really. They couldn't have. They must have changed plans about this and then not updated their map. That's bizarre. I never noticed that before. I don't want to stop the guy from killing the Darkspawn. But also, I don't want to deal with the Carta. There's no right answer here. So, for right now, we're gonna go attack the Hurlock. Fuck you! And then we're gonna accidentally aggro the other dwarves, I think. Yeah, okay. Oh! Or the other dwarves are gonna get taken out by my party. That's fine. Cool. I don't think I have to open that door. I do have to go down the stairs, though. Oh, look, a locked door.
Worried, you know.
What did I do now?
That letter you sent me about the Red Lyrium
What
was
did I
the
do
first
now?
I'd heard from you since the Chantry explosion.
Had it been that long?
Yes,
Seriously, if
clearly.
you died in that mess, I'd have come back to Kirkwall and dug you up just to kick your ass.
What would you do if I'd been cremated?
Kick your ashes, of course.
Oh, no, this is a tomb. We're not disturbing this. I can't do that. Also, it looks like I've been through here already. Weird that they made you re-unlock the door. Okay. And we run down the stairs. And there's Darkspawn, because of course.
Seal the tunnel before more Darkspawn join us.
We did seal the tunnel, though. That's what those planks are. That's what's there. I am perplexed. Is this just not supposed to be something that you've done before this particular mission? And I fucked up their algorithm by doing it early? That seems to be the case. I fucked up the algorithm. Okay.
How is what's-his-name?
Bogdan? He's in Navarra right now, selling my machine to wealthy landowners.
I heard some of the guild were trying to get you named a paragon for that contraption.
That's not gonna happen, even if I am 10 times the Smith Bronca ever was. A surface or paragon? Never.
I don't know, man. They might make the Inquisitor a paragon. She's a surfacer.
I built these doors. They probably shut this one from the other side when they heard the ruckus we were making.
Now, technically.
Ta-da!
You built the doors!
You've been here often enough to renovate the cave.
You already know I've used this entrance in the past. I don't know if Eric's told you, but the Merchants Guild is cutthroat. Literally. I built the doors to keep rivals from following me down here and arranging accidents.
Admit it. You've been waiting to do that since we arrived.
Naturally.
Of course I was.
I like that she's honest about that anyway. Not about literally anything else, but, you know. You can only expect so much. Yeah. Shit. Alright. Oh, did I miss? No. Okay, cool. Loot all the things.
This is almost fun. Kinda like old times.
I don't recall us ever shooting people together.
Remember crashing Bartran's guild dinner? We might as well have shot him.
This isn't nearly as dangerous as pissing off my brother.
Oh, the Codex. That one's worth reading. I'll get back to that. because it was a different darkspawn. I'll get back to that one. That one's fun. That one's good lore. But first, a brute! Fight me! Wrong button. Fight me! Ouch. Oh, there's another brute behind me. Great. Fuck you! Oh man, I can't dispel it. Shit. He's got a barrier, man. Why does he have a barrier? We're fighting dwarves. Are we done? I think we're done. At least with the fight. We're certainly not done with this area, but we're done with the fight.
How long are you gonna be in Orlais, do you think?
As long as this weird shit is going on, at least. Maybe longer. Why?
You'll have to stop by before Bogdan gets back. You should see my new workshop.
I'll see what I can do.
That
you know
looks
your
safe.
family will kill me if I stop by, right?
They're not gonna kill you.
You always say that, and they always send assassins.
I mean, the fact that they're sending assassins and he hasn't gotten murdered yet is a good sign. So she might just be remarking upon the fact that they're not going to succeed at killing him. In her very slight defense. You may have noticed this. I don't actually like Bianca. Because there's a certain amount of lying that I can handle, and she and Blackwall step way the fuck over that line. Because if you lie to me, / my characters, you have officially lost my trust.
There you are. You won't be able to use this entrance again.
Bianca.
They had your key. You were the leak. But also, I like listening to Varric, so we're gonna let Varric handle this.
You want to say something, Varric?
Andraste's ass, Bianca. You're the leak?
When I got the location, I went and had a look for myself.
Uh-huh.
And I found the red lyrium, and I studied it.
You know what it does to people.
I was doing you a favor. You want to help
Not
your
so much.
brother, don't you? I just wanted to figure it out.
That's right. I left Bartrand alive. Which is fine. I don't like the idea of killing people needlessly, but you're not saying everything.
How did you go from studying red lyrium to giving the location to Corypheus?
You skipped some stuff.
It has the blight, Varric. Do you know what that means?
What? The two deadly things combined to form something super awful?
He's not wrong.
Lyrium is alive, or something like it. Blight doesn't infect minerals, only animals. I couldn't get any further on my own, so I looked for a Grey Warden mage. Blight and magical expertise in one, right? And I found this guy, Larius. He seemed really interested in helping my research. So I gave him a key.
Larius? He was the Grey Warden we met in Corypheus's
prison.
Oh shit. I knew something seemed
Where
off.
the Grey Wardens locked up
realize
Corypheus
until
in
you
the
said you found red lyrium
Dragon
in
Age 2
I
DLC.
came here and, well, then I went to you.
That name means something to you, Varric?
He was at the Grey Warden prison where we found Corypheus.
Ding ding ding.
And he definitely wasn't a mage before.
So my concern with that, he definitely wasn't a mage before. Is he actually a mage now? Did he literally become a mage? How the fuck? Or did he just lie to Bianca? Because I want to know now.
You had to know we'd figure out what happened, Bianca. Why did you insist on coming with us?
Varric told me what people were doing with the red lyrium. I had to help make this right.
Okay.
You told Varric you had a lead, so we'd straighten out your mistake.
I know I screwed up, but we did fix it. It's as right as I can make it.
It is definitely not fixed.
One of your machines. You can't just replace a part and make everything right.
You fucked up good.
No, but I can try, can't I? Or am I supposed to wallow in my mistakes forever, kicking myself, telling stories of what I should have done?
She's so rude. Hi, MH.
I would tell stories about my own mistakes.
I love that he doesn't even disagree with what she said, except to be like, ha! I don't tell stories about shit I fucked up. Varric is right. He doesn't tell stories. I mean, wait.
Closing this entrance won't undo that.
We've done all we can here. Bianca, you'd better get home before someone misses you.
Someone.
Varric.
Don't worry about it.
And then this bothers me so much.
And I'll feed you your own eyeballs, Inquisitor.
Bitch, you gave the red lyrium to Corypheus, and you're threatening me for Varric potentially getting hurt? You have no ground to stand on. Ground. That was a word. Ground. How to convince yourself to start making what you've planned. What do you mean? Did I go the wrong direction? Hang on. I have to go up. I got lost! I hate the deep roads. Ah. I have to go back across here, that's why. I was too close. Yeah. There we go. Alright. And out we go. I wish I started studying before the semester ends, but I can't start doing it. Oh no! No, there's literally nothing to do there except be like, okay, I can save my grade, or I can not do that. Like, the cramming will not help you in the future, but it'll help you for now, at least, to get, you know, back to where you can be at this point. I actually, our semester just started, like last week, so I went to my first 2 classes last week, or rather, my first 2 meetings of the class that I'm taking, because I'm only taking 1 right now. But I have a prof for my anatomy class that I had for bio like 6 years ago, so 5 days left here. Oof. I believe in you. Study now so that you don't screw yourself later. But the class that I'm taking, what was that on the map? Oh, that's that rift. I'll take care of that later. The class that I'm taking right now is it's an anatomy physiology class, and I went to the first 2 lectures in the first lab, and after the first lecture in the first lab, I was like, oh, yeah, I remember this. Okay, I'm gonna have to study from the book because the PowerPoints are just kind of a summary, so I have to take my notes from the book and then bring my MacBook to the lecture so that I can get that. Okay, I remember how this is gonna work now, or I'm not gonna pass this very well. So that was like, my first week was like my wake-up call, get your shit in gear. So I'm gonna get my shit in gear. And depending on how this goes, future Wednesdays may not have a stream. The Monday and the Friday streams should still happen, but I may not be able to do every Wednesday this semester. We'll see how it goes. So alright, we're gonna save really quick, because we're back at Skyhold. Tuesday! No. Tuesday is when I'm in class.
I'm glad to have answers, but shit. The second she showed up here, I knew. I let this mess happen. I gave her the tig. I am not good at dealing with shit like this.
Might consider updating the schedule in the About section. Did I miss some... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I miss the tile below my stream? Is that what I missed? Because my when I'm watching my stream, it's on the dashboard, not... Ah, shit, I did. I missed the tile below on my channel. Okay, thank you for that, because I didn't realize that was... I didn't realize that was there. That's not what's up on my stream when I'm actually... Shit. Alright. Good to know. Thank you for pointing that out. I knew I had missed something. Nobody's actually good at this, but also if I say talk your way out of it, he gets, like, entertained.
You managed to talk your way out of most.
Oh no, that's not the one I thought it was. Shit. No, I won't forget it after the stream, because I left it up in another tab, and also I'm close to the end of my stream. Because it's Wednesday. No, you wouldn't.
You know that's not true. You've worked as hard as any of us to stop Corypheus.
Is that true? I don't even know.
What hurt?
Thank you for your help back there.
After all this, do you think you'll see Bianca again?
I always do.
Okay. So I'm going to save again real quick, because I think there is one more thing that I get here. Yes! This is my favorite! This is what I wanted to end stream with.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you. You're just in time. We almost had to start without you.
Yes! That would be bad.
We couldn't have that, could we?
What exactly are you talking about, Varric? What are you starting without me? Fucking Wicked Grace.
I found her, Ruffles. Deal her in.
I love that Cullen's just, like, drinking as this is happening, like he gets to actually relax for once.
Grab a seat. We're ready to start.
Yay!
Cards or what?
Are 3 drakes better than a pair of swords? Ugh, I can never remember.
Seeker, remember how I said...
Anything for 1,000 views milestone. I mean, it'd be nice. I'll get there.
There's a crown on his head, but a sword too. His head didn't want either.
Don't talk to the face cards, kid.
You seem to have enough people. I have 1,000 things to do.
No, you have to sit the fuck down, Cullen.
Relaxing and habit forming. Give it a try.
Curly, if any man in history ever needed a hobby, it's you.
Varric is correct.
Starts. Oh, I believe I'll start at 3 coppers. Do you think that's too daring?
I think that's not daring at all.
I'll make it 1. No, boldness. 3 it is.
3 cents.
Who starts at 3 coppers? Silver or go home?
Sounds good. I'm in.
Bolder the better.
Silver it is.
I'm in.
Me too. Well, are you in?
I'll see that bet.
I'm in, and raising another silver.
You haven't even looked at your cards.
Our illustrious leader is betting.
As you finish the stream, I'll go print some study sheets for future lessons to be ready. Good plan. That is an excellent plan, MH. I believe in you. Get your stuff going.
The poor recruit ran out into the dining hall in nothing but his knickers.
I love this story from Cullen.
Profound silence fell over the hall as 70 mages and 30 Templars all turned to stare at once. Then, a slow round of applause began and spread until every soul was on their feet. A standing ovation.
What did he do?
Saluted, turned on his heel, and marched out like he was in full armor.
The entire fandom has decided that that story was about Alistair.
He did not.
Because he's that kind of character in Origins. And also it would be hilarious for that to be now the King of Ferelden.
Too unlikely.
You don't have any of those A4 sized files. I hate it when that happens. That's a pain in the ass. But you know what? It's better to have them even if they're loose. Or do you mean like the things that you have to print specifically are not that size? because that's also a pain in the ass.
I've got one for you. There was this time the Carter sent me to do some collections. Just pick up the protection money and bring it back by any means necessary. What they forgot to tell me was the first business on that list was this old seamstress.
Oh boy. Don't ever mess with a seamstress. You will get stabbed with several needles.
A rusty copper of protection again. And if you mentioned her name to the Dasher, his ears turned purple.
Oh my god, the Dasher. That was the name on the war table.
You don't mind if I steal that one, do you?
That was Lantos.
Well done. You ought to tell stories more often.
You got it.
I like the part with the rabbit. There should be more rabbits in stories.
The thing that entertains me about that is that Cole always says the same thing there. So there is a rabbit in every single last story that any of your Inquisitors can tell.
I win again.
Deal again. I've figured out your tells, Lady Ambassador.
Commander,
everyone knows a lady has no tells.
Then let's see if your good fortune lasts one more hand.
Never bet against an Antivan when your clothes are on the line.
I want another chance to win my dignity back. Deal me in.
I love that Bull just puts his head down on the table.
Don't say
Out of those transparent dossiers, they're like preventing the paper getting twisted. Oh, yeah, the little sleeve things that you can put them in.
I tried to warn you, Curly.
Never bet against an Antivan, Commander.
I'm leaving. I don't want to witness our commander's walk of shame back to the barracks.
Well, I do.
Does it have a name? Not really. I just call them paper protectors or, you know, clear sleeves, because it's a description. That's all. And then Cullen's beautifully crafted physique from this game. Run!
Glad you decided to join us tonight. It's too easy to mistake you for the Inquisitor.
I am the Inquisitor. I'm not gonna say that because that's like snooty and I know what it means. Okay, that I don't know what those two words mean. Gumlek shirt? Or is that just like Gumlek means shirt? And I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly. Shirt actually means cover. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. And dossier is a good word for it, except that implies, as far as I'm aware, in English that word implies like a longer document, so that might not be perfect for what you're talking about, but I know what you mean. So. It's too easy to mistake you for the Inquisitor. Huh?
You're mistaking me for me. How much did you have to drink?
It's easy to forget you're not just an icon or symbol. Like those statues of Andraste holding bowls of fire. At least it is for me. You up for another game when this is all over, Inquisitor?
Wouldn't miss it.
I wouldn't miss it.
Good. It'll take me a while to talk Cullen into
Dossier shouldn't be English. That's one of those words that we stole from French. So, yes, it's English. It's just stolen.
Who's that? Did I win?
Yes, Sarah, you won. Just, you didn't win Wicked Grace. Alright. So, that is approximately what I wanted to get done. So I'm going to save really quick. Let me check out my journal here. I think that is going to do it for today. Can't do that yet. Care Oswin, I'm going to do next week because Wicked Eyes, Wicked Hearts is going to be on Friday. Can't do that yet. Can't do that yet. Can't do that yet. What Lies Dormant, I'm also going to do next week. Yeah. That's it for character stuff. I am relatively pleased with how this went. So time for closing out stuff. Also, MH, I realize that you follow my Discord and you don't follow my Twitter, but you always start with Discord. You're out of order. Ugh. Let me do my own thing. So, if you like my streams, if you like what I do, and you want to see when I'm streaming next, my Twitter has been dropped into the chat. That is where I put my updates on when I'm streaming, updates on what I'm streaming, all of that nonsense. MH, please let me do my own links. I appreciate that you're trying to help, but please stop. Because now I'm getting thrown off. I'm not looking at any like outro stuff. So you're getting me out of order. So Twitter is where I drop all of my updates on when I'm streaming, what I'm streaming, things that I'm not streaming. So there's going to be a lot of like Fire Emblem on there right now if I have time between studying stuff. I also drop in life updates or, side things like, for example, I got my pen display and it's overheating my MacBook, so now I need a better MacBook fan. So, things of that nature go on my Twitter also. It is generally the most reliable place to see updates about my streams, though. The other thing is, I have a Discord. Discord is awesome and fun, and it's a fun place to hang out, but also I'm really bad at putting updates on there. I try really hard to get all of my stream-related stuff onto the Discord, but I definitely forget sometimes, so Twitter is a much more reliable place to find that, but Discord is also a really fun place to just, hang out, chill, talk. It is, my server is relatively small right now, there's only a few of us there, but we're all friendly, we're all down to chat with people if you're around. And last but not least, the other link that MH tried to drop on there, I've just put it back in there, is my Ko-fi account. I have a Ko-fi account for, support type things. If you have a couple of... A drawing tablet is overheating a fucking i5. It's a MacBook, so it's not technically an Intel processor, I don't think. So, anyway. And it's not overheating to the point where it's actually causing functionality problems, but it's overheating to the point where, like, I put my hand on it and went, oh, that's very warm. I need a MacBook fan that actually, like, works. Because the one that I have does not work. The USB cord died, like, 2 laptops ago, and I just never got a new one, so I need to replace it. Anyway, that Ko-fi link, currently, I am trying to save up for a capture card. It is probably going to be a week or two after that I can actually order the capture card, even once it gets 100% funded, but that is where it is going right now. I'm trying to get a capture card and hopefully a stream deck so that I can make my streams nicer and I don't have to rely on the native PS4 streaming software to get my streams to work. So I can put things up like a BRB screen to be like, I will be back in 3 minutes, or, intros, so that I'm not talking to myself for 5 minutes when I first start up my stream and things of that nature. So, if you have it to spare, I have a Ko-fi account. Go ahead, buy me a coffee, drop me a couple bucks, and it will go towards me getting a capture card soon. Let me see if there's anybody that is... Nobody I follow is streaming. This is unusual. Let me see if there's anybody... Let's see who's streaming what here. In English, preferably. Gosh. Oh, that's interesting. There is a person streaming an evil character for Dragon Age 2, so that might be interesting to watch. Let me see if I can rate this person. Do. Let's see. Hooray, it worked. Alright, so, we're gonna raid Fox Scribbles, partly because Dragon Age, and partly because I have never seen someone streaming an evil character for Dragon Age 2. So I'm very interested to see how this works. I will be back on Friday. I am not going to forget to update my schedule tile. Thank you for that, MH. I'm going to be back on Friday. I'm going to be streaming Wicked Eyes, Wicked Hearts. I'm going to try to zip through it pretty quick, and I have a warrior, so I'm not super worried about it. That is pretty much it for right now. I will see you guys soon, hopefully Friday, and I hope everybody has a good day. Have a fantastic day.